Hello everyone. Once again welcome to our physics class. Hope you all are fine over there. Children, in the previous session we had discussed about different ways to calculate velocity. Instantaneous velocity, average velocity, etc. You know that velocity is not absolute. It depends upon the viewpoint of the observer or our frame of reference. One object may be moving with a certain velocity to another person, but the same object may be at rest for some other person. So this indicates the significance of relative velocity. What is the velocity of one object relative to other object? So today let's discuss about relative velocity and its different cases in detail. Let's get started with today's session. Children, let's continue with the same lesson, motion in a straight line. Today we are going to discuss the last concept of this chapter, that is relative velocity. So what do you mean by relative velocity? You must be familiar with the experience of traveling in a train and being overtaken by another train moving in the same direction. While that train must be traveling faster than you, but it seems slower to you than it would be to someone standing on the ground and watching both the trains. Now, if both the trains have same velocity with respect to the ground, then to you the other train would seem to be not moving at all. So to understand all such observations, let's introduce the concept of relative velocity. When two objects are in motion, the velocity of one object with respect to other is relative velocity. Okay, so what is the definition for relative velocity? When two objects are in motion, the velocity of one object with respect to other is relative velocity. So let's try to simplify this concept. Let's try to explain this concept in a very simple language. Children, consider two cars. One is car A and another is car B. Now both the cars are moving along the same direction. But there is a small difference in their velocity. Car A is moving faster than car B. So let the velocity of car A, that means VA, be 50 meter per second. Now, let the velocity of car B, let it be VB, is 30 meter per second. Okay, what is this VA and VB? VA is velocity of car A with respect to earth or with respect to our ground. VB means velocity of car B with respect to ground. Now, what is the relative velocity of car A with respect to car B? So whenever we measure the velocity of car A with respect to car B, it will become the relative velocity because we are measuring the velocity of car A relative to car B. Similarly, when we are calculating the velocity of car B with respect to car A, we are measuring the relative velocity of B with respect to A. Hence, the velocity of car A with respect to B is denoted by VAB. Okay, so VAB means relative velocity and it is the velocity of car A relative to car B. And what is the equation to find out relative velocity? It is VA minus VB. So VAB is equal to VA minus VB. What is VA? It is 50. What is VB? VB is 30. So here the relative velocity is 20 meter per second. Okay, so the velocity of car A with respect to B is 20 meter per second. Now, what is the velocity of car B with respect to car A? That is VBA. So VBA is VB minus VA equal to, what is VB? VB is 30 and what is VA? VA is 50. So 30 minus 50 will be minus 20 meter per second. Okay. So the velocity of car B with respect to car A is 20 meter per second. Again, the sign is minus 20. Minus 20 indicates that car B is moving slower than car A. And also, it is in the opposite direction. Okay. So, car A thinks that car B is moving towards car A. Okay, towards it. So, a person in car A thinks that car B is coming towards it. Similarly, a person in car B thinks that he is moving towards car A with a relative velocity of 20 meter per second. Okay, so this is about one case of relative velocity. Now let's discuss another case. Suppose there is a car A. It is moving with a velocity of 50 meter per second. Now towards right, and another car B, it is moving towards left with a velocity of 20 meter per second. Now what is VAB and VBA? What is VAB? VAB is VA minus VB, right? Now what is VA? VA means velocity of car A. What is velocity of car A? 50 minus VB. What is VB? VB is 20 meter per second. But here the two cars are moving in opposite direction, right? So the velocity towards positive x direction, that means towards right, can be taken as positive, but the velocity towards the negative x direction or towards left is taken as negative. So the velocity of car B is minus 20 meter per second. So VA minus VB will be 50 minus, and VB is again, it is a minus 20. 50 minus of minus 20 will be 70 meter per second. Okay, so in fact, when two objects are moving in opposite direction, relative velocity is obtained by adding their individual velocities. So here the relative velocity VAB is 70 meter per second. Now what is VBA? VBA is VB minus VA. And what is VB here? VB is minus 20 minus VA. VA is 50. So the relative velocity VBA will be minus 70 meter per second. Okay. So minus 70 indicates that it is in the opposite direction, or it is in the direction of the car which is moving slower than car A. Okay. So this is another case. So anyway, in both the cases, or in both this methods, that is whenever you calculate VAB or VBA, you will get the same magnitude, that is 70 meter per second, with a change in sign. So whenever two objects are moving in opposite direction, the relative velocity is obtained by adding the individual velocities, and there is a difference in sign on the basis of the direction. Suppose you are standing on the platform of a railway station and suddenly a train passes by you with a velocity of 50 meter per second. So that the velocity of the train with respect to earth or ground is VA, and you are standing at rest on the railway platform. So let your velocity VB is equal to 0. Then what is velocity VAB? That is, what is the velocity of train with respect to you. Velocity of train with respect to you means velocity of A with respect to B, that is VAB. VAB is VA minus VB, that is 50 meter per second. Right. And what will be VBA? VBA will be equal to VB minus VA. Here VB is 0. 0 minus VA is 50 meter per second. That is VBA will be minus 50 meter per second. Okay. So this is another case of relative velocity. And in all these three cases, it was very clear VAB is always equal but at the same time opposite to VBA, isn't it? If we got VAB is equal to 70, then VBA will be equal to minus 70 meter per second. If VAB is 20, then VBA will be equal to minus 20 meter per second. So always VAB and VBA will be always equal in magnitude, but at the same time it will be opposite to each other. Okay, so now let's discuss about the graphs of these three cases. Suppose two objects are there, A and B, and they are moving with the same velocity. That means VA is equal to VB. In such case, what will be VAB? VAB is equal to VA minus VB, that is 0. And what will be VBA? VBA also is equal to VB minus VA, that is 0, because in both cases velocity will be same. So in such cases relative velocity will be 0. And the position time graph. So here it is the position and here we will plot the time. So the position time graph for such objects moving with the same velocity will be like this. This graph represents the graph of B and this graph represents the graph of A. So the position time graphs of both the objects A and B will be parallel to each other if both the objects are moving with the same velocity. Because whenever two objects are moving with the same velocity, each of them thinks that the other object is not moving at all. It is at rest. Now consider the case when two objects are moving in the same direction, but the velocity of one object is greater than other. Suppose there are two objects A and B, and suppose the velocity of A is greater than velocity of B. So such cases, what will be the velocity time graph? So our velocity, not velocity time graph. In such cases, what will be our position time graph? Our position time graph will look like this. This is the position time graph for object A, and this is the position time graph of object B. So one graph will be steeper than the other graph. Okay, and both of them meet together at a certain time. So this will be the position time graph of two objects in which one object is moving greater than or faster than another object. Now consider the case when two objects are moving in opposite directions. That is, both A and B are moving in opposite directions. So in such cases, what will be the nature of position time graph? So here again position is plotted along y-axis, time along x-axis, and suppose this is the graph of A, then this will be the graph of B. So from the graph it's very clear both the objects are moving in the opposite directions and they meet together at a particular time. Okay, so that's all about the relative velocity. It's three cases and the position time graph based on three cases. So with this I am concluding this chapter, motion in a straight line. Notes of the topic and YouTube video have been uploaded. Please go through it. Attend the test and post the answers quickly. We will meet in the next session with a new chapter. So till then, take care.